our enemies will fall. Shorelaran,
You have the letter?
keep your wits about you.
Finally! We've waited for a response from the Regent Lord for weeks. Let me see here.
Vandrel begins to read the letter.
What's this? A dark presence? He senses a dark presence in the Ghostlands? No kidding, I could have told him that. This is what we've been waiting for.
The reckoning is at hand. We will have justice.
I know it seems strange, but these Forsaken are here to help. You should speak with their leader, High Executor Mavrin. He's in the tower on the west side of town. And, Traveler, when you're done talking with him, return to me. I have something dire that needs to be dealt with immediately.
Farewell. The dark times will pass. Remember the sun well.
Speak quickly. I know that we Forsaken appear monstrous to your eyes, but I assure you we mean your people no harm. We are here because of a common enemy. Darkon the traitor. He has returned and now commands the Scourge that are invading this land from his steadfast death home to the south. Our leader, Lady Sylvanas Windrunner, originally hails from these lands, and in fact used to be an elf. She has a history with Darkon and wants him dead as much as your people do. We will defeat him together, Traveler.
Watch your back.
Now, my friend, if you would, so kind as to return to Arcanist Van Grim. I know that he, very anxious to send you out on your first mission here in the Ghostlands. We're counting on you. Adventurer, don't let us down.
Beware. Our enemy is abound.
Stay the course.
Anaria Shola. Shorelaran.
Oh good, there you are. And just in time. There is much to be done.
We will have justice.
We're surrounded here, Traveler. The outlying villages have all been overrun by the Scourge. You must head northeast to Suncrown Village immediately and deal with the Nerubian Scourge menace. You can't miss them, they're spider-like creatures. There's no time to waste. Quell Thalas must be reclaimed.
Keep your wits about you.
Anaria Shola.
Traveler, I can't just sit here waiting for an audience with the High Executor or Dame Auriferous. This cannot wait. We were dealing with the Shadowpine Trolls of Zebzora to the northeast, across Lake Elrondar. But the Lieutenant mishandled the attack and we lost a lot of Farstriders. Then he just fell to pieces afterward. Ranger Valana sent me here, and Ranger Salissa to the Farstrider Enclave for help. Please find them, Traveler. Valana was badly injured, and the Lieutenant's useless.
Keep your wits about you. Come
closer, I am dying. I was sent here to slay these Nerubians, but Vandril didn't know that they have a leader.
The dying Blood Elf coughs up a good amount of blood.
You must find and slay an Oxutan. Get help. She wanders around Suncrown Village.
The Eternal Sun guides us.
Good to hear that Lethwin made it to safety, and that he was smart enough to ask you for help instead of just waiting there. I hope that Ranger Sylvanas made it safely to Farstrider Enclave.
Farewell.
The lieutenant here rushed us into battle with the trolls across the lake instead of scouting the situation first. We were decimated by his stupidity. You hear me, Tomathrin? You're an idiot. Will you help us, Traveler? Those trolls still need to be dealt with. I need to stay here and nursemate him. I think he's lost his mind. Just head east to the other side of the lake, into Zeb's. I want revenge. Bring me their ears so that I can fashion a nice necklace.
Salama Ashalanore.
I need to get closer.
Yes.
You get those troll ears yet? You know, if we could get some help from Tranquillian every once in a while, this wouldn't be such a problem. I'm just glad that you're here.
Time is of the essence.
I appreciate your efforts, Traveler. Thank you. Now, we can say that this expedition and all the lives lost on it haven't been in vain.
Remember the sun well.
I need one last favor of you, Traveler. Just in case Ranger Sylvanas didn't make it back to Farstrider Enclave on the south edge of the lake, I need you to go there and get help. Just check in with Captain Hies and let him know what's happened here. I'm sure he'll send help back as soon as he can.
Hold your head high.
We will persevere.
That's dire news indeed. I completely overestimated Tomathrin's ability to lead. I'll see to it that a group is dispatched to safely bring him and Vellana back in. Unfortunately, we never heard from Ranger Sylvanas, so I fear the worst in her case. You've done the Farstriders a great service this day, Traveler. Please take one of these as a small token of our appreciation.
The reckoning is at hand.
Traveler, I want you to kill as many Shadowpine trolls as you can. We need their numbers greatly reduced before we can shift our attention toward Deathhome. And while you're at it, we might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone, so bring me back a load of their weapons. Better that they not go to waste, and we can use them in the fight against the Scourge. Hit their camps hard to the east and the south at Zebtella and Zeb Noah.
Farewell. Anaria Shola.
The lake to the north has been haunted by the ghosts of my ancestors for as long as I can remember. Adventurer, the poor souls were victims of a tragic incident in which scores of them drowned at the bottom of the lake. The details of the event are mostly forgotten, but their haunting cries serve as a constant reminder of their curse. If you're up to the task, I want you to go to the lake and put an end to their suffering, adventurer. You will have my gratitude as well as theirs, I'm sure.
Remember the sun well.
I'm out of range. It's too far away. I need to get closer.
Glory to the Sindori.
Every year, we, the denizens of Suncrown Village, would take part in a ritual to keep the different aspects of nature under our control. Dominion over the element of water was symbolized by the summoning and enslavement of an elemental named Aquentia. Through a wicked perversion of our magic, the scoundrel broke his bonds and enslaved us. Instead, we wore medallions shaped like waves during the ritual. Seek them at the bottom of the lake. We'll need them to free my compatriots' spirits.
The reckoning is at hand. Anubilore Delana.
Have you obtained the medallions? The drowned still haunt this lake.
Farewell.
With these necklaces, we shall once again summon an Aquentian. The rebellious elemental will pay, and our deaths will be avenged.
Remember the Sunwell.
That willful elemental ended many lives that fateful day when he revolted against us. By calling to the lowly Murloc to sabotage our rites, he subverted our magic and turned it against us. Show him our thirst for vengeance has not waned. Take these medallions and lay them at the altar of tidal mastery at the bottom of the lake. Aquentian shall immediately answer your summons. Beware, Aquestant. Without our magic controlling him, his wrath will be unrestrained. Destroy Aquentian so we may rest.
We will have justice. State your business.
Has Aquentian been destroyed yet?
Keep your wits about you.
You've avenged our deaths and broken Aquentian's grasp on our souls. We may finally rest.
The reckoning is at hand.
Baladash, Malanore.
I appreciate your help, adventurer. It pains me to see the spirits of my ancestors in their pitiful state. May they finally get the rest they deserve.
We will have justice.
The corpses of trolls buried inside the Amani catacombs have been rising from the dead. I want you to go there and bring back proof of their final demise. Some of these mummy trolls and their living counterparts carry juju, glowing objects that house an unknown power source. Is probably what is animating them. The catacombs lie within Sunray's Peak, directly to the east. I am told that the easiest way in lies on the north face of the mountain. See to it, traveler.
Remember, patience.
The eternal sun guides us.
Traveler, our sources tell us that the trolls buried in the Imani catacombs inside Sungray's Peak have been rising from the dead. Dama Alriferous would have you investigate these catacombs and put to the torch any of the unanimated remains you come across so as to any more of these creatures from rising. The fastest way there is to head north out of town and then take the first fork to the right. This will put you on the north side of the peak, so look to the south for the entrance.
The reckoning is at hand.
A new Belore Delanar.
You show courage coming to the Ghostlands, adventurer. There is much work to be done here, and not enough brave souls to do it. I have a thankless task to offer you, should you have the inclination to aid our cause. The very wildlife in this land has been tainted by the plague, and we must stop it from spreading. Hunt the Ghostclaw lynxes to the east and south of here, and return when you've slain enough of them.
Remember the Sunwell. Victory lies ahead.
Our resources are spread pretty thin here, traveler, so your help is going to be invaluable. The captain has tasked me with overseeing the harassment of the local Shadowpine troll camps. We have a policy of keeping them off balance until the day when we can launch a brutal offensive to wipe them out. Until then, we need all of the volunteers that we can get so that those Shadowpine troll numbers are decreased. Think you could head east to Zeptella and hurt them a little?
We will have justice. Our enemies will fall.
These trolls ambushed me and have been keeping me in this cage. I think they're planning to sacrifice me. Help me get out of here. The lock on the cage isn't that complex. I just can't get to it from this side. Please escort me back to the Farstrider Enclave. I'm sure Captain Helios will reward you and you'll have my undying gratitude.
Be ready for anything. Glory to the Sindorai. Anu Belore Delana. What business have you? State your business. Anaria Shola. Waste my time. I had little patience to begin with.
Mirrors can't talk. Luckily for you, they can't laugh either.
It is a wonder you have lived this long. Ah, you have a death wish. Anu Belore Delana. Victory lies ahead.
Victory lies ahead. Death to all who oppose us.
You're quite the hero, Traveler. To get her out of there alive, I suppose we'll have to mount an offensive to clear out those catacombs too. As if we didn't have enough trouble with the living trolls. You've done a great thing today. I should reward you. Take your pick from any of these.
Salama Ashalanore.
I'm listening.
I don't have to remind you that we can ill afford this trouble with the troll dead rising in our very backyard. We have enough trouble with Deathhome to the south.
Trust no one.
Mummies being raised by troll priests. Clever. The Shadowbind trolls must be trying to bolster their numbers through necromantic means. I'd wager that these oracles were using the juju in their reanimation ritual. Once again, you perform your duty as befits a traveler of your growing reputation. Take this with our gratitude.
Our time will come.
We will persevere.
This is a most grim and undignified business. I trust that you will complete this task to Milady's complete
We
satisfaction.
will have justice.
Disgusting, but necessary, I can assure you. You have done us good service by investigating this matter, please. Take this as a token of our generosity and appreciation.
Remember the Sunwell.
I don't have a target.
The dark times will pass.
You've done well, adventurer. It's important that the plague doesn't spread to the healthy wildlife in Eversong. I have more work for you if you're looking for something to do.
Hold your head high.
You've proven your worth as an ally, adventurer. I need you to continue your task and track down more plagued wildlife. This time, seek out some of the more dangerous beasts. Hunt the spindleweb locust west of the Dead Scar, and the vampiric mistbats just south of here. Return to me when you're done.
Time is of the essence. What business have you?
Good, good. You handled that very well. Let's see if you're up to something a little more difficult now.
Death to all who oppose us.
Time for something a little more challenging. Teknova to the south is where the more powerful Shadowbind trolls make their home. In our continuing effort to the troll numbers to a minimum, I'm dispatching you to go down there and assail them by whatever means you at your disposal. What do you say, adventurer? Ready to deal with some more trolls?
Be ready for anything.
Anu Belore de la Na. Farewell.
Have those weapons yet? With the Shadowpine numbers decimated, we'll finally be able to turn our attention to the fight against the Scourge.
We will have justice.
I'll immediately send a few rangers out to survey the damage that you wreaked upon the Shadowpine Trolls. I've no doubt that we'll able to mop up after your offensive and launch an attack on the Scourge soon if these weapons, any indication of your success. Here, I want you to take this coin in payment. It's burning a hole in my pouch anyway.
Death to all who oppose us.
Speak quickly.
I'm on loan to the Farstriders in an attempt to help with their troll difficulties. I believe that I have a solution to their problem. At my disposal are a number of potent poisons. The trolls, as you know, are living creatures and therefore must eat. If we combine my poison with their food, well, I'm sure that the results will be entertaining. Care to help rid us of the Shadowpine Trolls at Zebnoa to the south? The camp straddles both the north and south sides of the road to Zulaman.
Beware the living.
I need to get closer.
We will persevere.
Magister Kendra sent me down here to clear the area of any hostile wildlife. Once this area is secured, the Magisters plan to turn it into some sort of advanced outpost against the Scourge. Now, if there's one thing I've learned as an apprentice, it's to delegate responsibility, especially in matters that endanger one's life. If you're interested, I'll pay you well to kill the greatest spindlewebs and ghostclaw ravagers to the west and south of here.
We will have justice. Glory to the Sindorai.
Thanks for giving me a hand, adventurer. I was dreading the thought of venturing into the woods this close to Deathhome.
Hold your head high.
The eternal sun guides us. Remember the sun well.
Outstanding. But there's much to be done before the Scourge menace is completely driven from mighty Quell Thalas. Here, take this coin. It's not much, but you've earned it.
Shirel alive.
We've had one success, but there are 2 more villages that must be reclaimed. Golden Mist Village is our next target. It lies to the northwest, and has been taken by the ghosts of the High Elves that used to live there. Gruesome, I know, but these are apparently the sorts of tactics that the Scourge like to employ. Go and defeat these ghosts and wraiths, traveler. Take the west road out of Tranquillian to get there.
Farewell. The reckoning is at hand.
I apologize for the shoddy intelligence, traveler. Had I known of this Anox Putin ahead of time, I surely would have told you. We're spread too thin and things are slipping through the cracks.
Farewell.
Glory to the Sindorai.
You've taken your task seriously, and thus I'd like to present you with suitable rewards. We need more allies with your courage and determination, adventurer.
Stay the course. Anaria Shola.
Unbelievable. You really should talk to the captain about joining up as a Farstrider. Alright, adventurer. You've given us the breathing room that we need to continue building up our forces here. Actually, by your account, there aren't many of those trolls left at all. Maybe now we can join with Tranquillian and attack Deatho. I think you've earned a little something. Take your pick.
Keep your wits about you.
We will persevere. The reckoning is at hand.
Ah, Kelgash's head is what smelled so bad. That's a nice piece of work there, traveler. With their chieftain dead, the Shadowpine Trolls should be in total disarray. With your recent efforts to their numbers, this should be the perfect opportunity to our counter-offensive against them and wipe them out for good. You have my thanks. Might I interest you in one of these?
Remember the sun well.
I am forsaken.
Ah, excellent. I knew that a quest and delivery system would make for the most efficient application of the poison. With any luck, the Shadowbind Trolls will get fat on it before keeling over. That should get them off of the backs of the Farstriders and me back to Tranquillian. It has been a pleasure working with you, traveler.
Goodbye.
Do not loiter. Remember the sun well.
This is intolerable. I have nothing to work with here. Milady asked me to come from Silvermoon City. She deserves cuisine as befits her station. No, but I get here and there is no food. You must go out, traveler, and bring back fresh kills so that I have something to prepare. Dama Auriferous prefers a crunchy texture to her food. There are plenty of spindleweb lurkers to the southwest, on the other side of the Dead Scar. Disgusting, I know, but that's what we have to work with.
We will have justice.
What is it?
How am I supposed to supply the war effort when I cannot even safely get my supplies here? I was promised an escort that never came, and then I had to leave one of my carts behind to the west when I was attacked by a band of ghouls. Wanted to help out and get me open for business in the process. Go down the western road out of town and past the graveyard. On the other side of the Dead Scar is a fork in the road. The hill that my cart had to be left on lies just beyond.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Baladash, Malanore.
Can you believe it? We have an actual functioning arcane sanctum up and running southeast of here. The Sanctum of the Sun. All manner of important magisters have come to take part in running it. Of course, they've all forgotten about the Sanctum of the Moon. Not much remains of it, and its energies have given rise to bizarre creatures. I'm not one to let good resources go to waste, however. Go to the Sanctum of the Moon, and see if you can recover the crystallized essences from the creatures there.
Farewell.
Baladash Malanore.
Traveler, we are having difficulty with a group of night elves that have recently taken over a nearby island. They've set up a small camp at the old high elfly line nexus, Andoroth, to the northwest. There is a dirt path that leads up to it just past the Dead Scar. I suggest that you us your aid by going there. What they up to, and slaying as many of the conceited night elves as you.
Farewell.
I'm listening.
The Underlight mines to the southwest have been overrun by a clan of gnolls calling themselves the Blackpaw. I don't need to remind you how important those mines are to us as a strategic asset in our ongoing campaign here in the Ghostlands. Take the south road out of town and follow the fork to the right, just past the cigarette on the right. There will be a short dirt path to the west. Follow it. The ore must flow.
Trust no one.
I am forsaken. Remember, patience.
If you've hit this far, then you probably know about the Dead Scar, and how to this day mindless Scourge follow the path of destruction that Arthas on his way to Silver Moon City. Make yourself useful and thin down the Scourge's numbers in the Scar. If you prove to be worth your salt, I'll put in a good word for you.
Trust no one.
What is it?
To find a cure for the plague, to understand how different creatures, from the most complex life forms to the lowliest subspecies. I've come here to study the Murlocs since, like us, they've retained free will in undeath. What makes these lowly mongrels so special? I need to find out, adventurer. Travel northwest and bring me their spines so that I may study the accumulation of plague in their marrow. Who knows what secrets their little bones hold?
Beware the living.
I'm out of range.
eternal sun guides us.
I was sent here from the Sanctum of the Sun to collect some more samples, but the gnolls have overrun the place. It's going to be my head on a platter if I don't get those samples to the Magister soon. Maybe you could help, Traveler? You can find the ore in the tin and copper veins here, and the gnolls are carrying it around too. When you have enough, take it to Magister Qualistis at the Sanctum of the Sun directly to the east. Go across the Dead Scar and you'll find the Sanctum just south of Sungray's Peak.
Be ready for anything.
Anaria Shola.
How may I help you?
Shorel Aran.
My apprentice was unable to take care of this herself. I shall have a word with her when she returns then, gnolls or not. Speaking of which, why didn't she return with you?
The Magister sighs.
That one is a handful, and is going to be quite a challenge to properly train. Thank you for bringing these samples to me. We are hoping that we can uncover some special property from them that will help in the fight against the Scourge. Please take this coin as a token of my appreciation.
Stay the course.
And you are?
Have you obtained the specimens I asked of you, adventurer?
Farewell.
Excellent. These spines will be invaluable to my research. When I find a cure for the plague and word of my name spreads, I'll make sure to make mention of you. In the meantime, take these as a reward. You might need them if you decide to go back to the coast.
Victory for Sylvanas. What now? Trust no one.
Not bad, adventurer. Keep it up. We could use a few more people like you around here. You have something to show me?
Remember, patience, discipline.
Lusran and Knuckleron, not looking so tough anymore, are you? I can see you're still looking ugly as ever. Take one of these rewards, adventurer. You've earned it.
Victory lies ahead.
Did you obtain the essences, adventurer?
Farewell.
These are remarkably powerful, adventurer. I'm very pleased with your work.
The reckoning is at hand.
The dark times will pass.
Disappointing that the Night Elves' plans were not readily apparent at Anderoth. However, those objects that looked like small magically grown trees with powered orbs atop them sound interesting. It would appear that we'll need to be more direct in our information gathering efforts. Here, take this coin and these potions. I believe that you'll have use for them before we're done dealing with these Night Elves.
Stay the course.
Now, the more direct course of action that we are to take to out what these Night Elves really up to is to have you to their island and steal any information that you can. I want you to head west down the road out of town to Sylvanas Isle, just off the coast. Go there and recover any plans they might have on the island or on their ship.
Farewell.
Hello?
That's a fair job of butchery you managed there, traveler. We'll get the miners back to work now. I'm sure they'll be disappointed that their break is over. But there's armor and weaponry to be made, and that requires ore to be mined. Here, take this as payment for doing your duty. Go get your armor and weapons repaired, and have a drink on me.
Beware the living.
State your business. We will have justice.
Your success at Golden Mist Village takes us another step closer to taking our land back. Don't fool yourself though, traveler. This fight is far from over. Here, you've more than earned this. You may need it when you go up against Windrunner Village.
Keep your wits about you.
Adventurer, the final battle against the Ghostlands villagers is upon you. Windrunner Village to the southwest has been overrun by a large force of the more powerful Scourge shock troopers, shades, and gargoyles. You will be the spear point of our offensive by thinning out their numbers. The Magisters at the nearby Sanctum of the Sun have a special request this time. They want the remains from these Scourge, in hopes of finding creative ways of fighting them. Good hunting.
Shorelaran.
I am forsaken. Just as soon as I get the rest of my supplies, I'll be open for business. The forces here aren't going to get very far if they can't purchase what they need to ply their trades. What zones can be such profitable places, wouldn't you agree, traveler? Now that you managed to fight your way to my cart through all of those ghouls?
Dark Lady, watch over you.
With the rest of my supplies here, I can finally open shop. I'm sure that the High Executor will be most pleased to hear that the war on Darkon and the Scourge can commence. And of course, there's the small matter of your recompense. Very well, traveler. Here is the coin that I alluded to. Do be sure to buy, should you find yourself in need of any trade goods.
Victory for Sylvanas.
Your gold is welcome here. Remember the Sunwell.
I believe I can hear the dame's belly rumbling even from here. I take it that you are here talking to me because you have what I asked you to obtain?
Farewell.
Very well, these will have to do. No, don't describe them crawling around. I don't want to know. I'll work my magic upon these legs and they'll turn out quite tasty. A little spice here, a pinch of herb there. And then of course some arcane ingredients. And voila! A meal fit for a queen, or in this case, a dame. Your service has been adequate, traveler. Here, take this recipe and some samples.
The reckoning is at hand.
A new Belore Delanar. Remember the Sunwell.
The dark energy that flows through the bodies of reanimated skeletons tends to accumulate primarily in their spine. I've discovered a method of instilling this energy into a potion that boosts our magical abilities against the undead. Bring me some spinal dust and I'll be glad to provide you with a sample. You'll find an ample number of skeletons wandering the Dead Scar west of here.
Salama Ashalanore, hold your head high.
I hear the Imani trolls eat their enemies' hearts to steal their strength. They might just be onto something, adventurer. With the proper treatment, the hearts of the unliving can produce potent elixirs. Hunt down the zombies that roam the Dead Scar and bring me their hearts. I'll show you the kind of enhancement we can perform to your physical prowess against the undead.
Time is of the essence.
I am forsaken. Traveler, I want you to reclaim Windrunner Spire. It's an honor, really. Windrunner Spire is the original home of Lady Sylvanas Windrunner, Queen of the Forsaken and former Ranger General of the Elves. But now it's been overrun by the mindless Scourge. To get there, take the road south until it branches. Take the right fork, and after crossing the Dead Scar, continue southwest. You can't miss it.
Our time will come.
shimmers, a remarkable piece of jewelry that doesn't seem to succumb to the gloom that permeates the Ghostlands. Given the inscription, and where you found it, it must be the lost property of Lady Sylvanas Windrunner herself. Perhaps it would be best to first take it to High Executor Mavrin at Tranquillion. He seems to be the highest ranking Forsaken in the area, and is sure to know what to do with it.
I need a torch.
Yes. Farewell.
Do you have the samples I requested, adventurer?
Stay the course.
Take this, adventurer. You'll feel the difference immediately. Feel free to bring more spinal dust. I can use as much of it as you can provide. Side effects? You might start feeling your joints acting up a bit. Nothing permanent, I assure you.
Hold your head high. The eternal sun guides us. Remember the sun well.
Do you have the zombie heart I requested, adventurer?
Time is of the essence.
Take this draft, adventurer. After you drink it, your physical strength against the Scourge will receive a boost. If you need more than this sample, bring me more hearts.
Farewell.
Glory to the Sindorai. The reckoning is at hand.
Traveler, has Windrunner village been liberated? Those damned magisters at the Sanctum of the Sun have been berating me to get their hands on those Scourge remnants I asked you to gather. Don't worry about that, though. You do take your time and get the job done right. I'll deal with the magisters.
Shorelaran.
You've done it, adventurer. You've broken the Scourge hold on the 3 villages. Now we can focus our forces with greater ease against the Scourge on the Dead Scar and south of Deathome. Here, take your choice of any one of these. I trust that you're not going anywhere. We can really use your continued assistance.
Farewell.
Glory to the Sindorai.
How fare our efforts to uncover the Night Elf plot on Shalandi's Isle, traveler?
Remember the sun well.
Troubling. These plans show the Night Elf forces at Underoth, which we already, but also at Anowin, a more remote lie. Lee Nexus to the southeast. There is a third nexus to the east, which is not mentioned, named Antelas. I have a very bad feeling about all of this, traveler.
Time is of the essence.
You must deliver the recovered Night Elf plans to Antelas for me. It is to the east, on the southern slopes of Sungrace Peak, just to the northeast of the Sanctum of the Sun. Magister Celestor is there conducting ongoing studies into the Leyline Nexus energy for potential use in our fight against the Scourge. Have him look at these plans to shed some light on what it is that these Night Elves are up to.
Stay the course.
What is it? Embrace the shadow.
I'm certain that Lady Sylvanas will be pleased to hear that we've made progress in the matter. Here, take this coin as payment for your efforts.
Watch your back.
What's that you have there?
Beware the living.
You say that you found it on one of the Scourge at Windrunner's spire, and that there's an inscription on it? Let me see. Here, take this coin for a job well done.
Beware. Our enemy is about.
This is quite extraordinary. He appears to be a gift to Lady Sylvanas Windrunner from her sister Alleria. You must take it to her in the Undercity at once. The lady owns court in the Royal Quarter. To get there, use the Orb of Translocation in the inner sanctum of Sunfury Spire in Silvermoon City to cross over to Thunder City. Once there, take the elevator ride down into the city proper. Use your maps if you need help finding the royal quarter.
Our time will come.
Anaria Shola.
You've proven your loyalty to Tranquillion and have helped us defend it against the threat of the Scourge. Some of our most powerful magisters have come from Silvermoon to help us take the fight to the enemy's doorstep. They've rebuilt the Arcane Sanctum to the south and have driven the Scourge away from the surrounding area. They plan to launch an offensive into Deathholm, Darkhand's stronghold. You would do well to join them, adventurer. I'm sure they can make use of a seasoned traveler like yourself.
Remember the Sunwell.
The dark times will pass.
Dareni sent you? Very well, I suppose we can use your aid in fighting Darkhand's forces.
Farewell.
Anu Belore de la Na.
Magisters and Fast Riders may not see eye to eye all the time, adventurer. When it comes to Darkhan, however, we're all in agreement that a way must be found to defeat him and his legions. Ranger Vinna at the Fast Rider enclave northeast of here has come across important information regarding our enemy. Speak to her and see if you can be of assistance.
The reckoning is at hand. Our enemies will fall.
Oh, thank goodness for you.
Salama Ashalanore.
It was just horrible. Night Elves. They conjured their moon crystal here for some nefarious plot, but I snuck away and gathered a larger group of our scouts and casters from the nearby Sanctum of the Sun. We killed most of them and the rest of the group is hunting down the remnants. I'm glad that you're here now. I was only left a couple of scouts for protection. It's not safe out here. Give me a moment and I'll read through these plans to see what the Night Elves are up to.
Farewell.
Their moon crystals are scrying devices. They're going to spy on us. I know that Anderearth can't provide enough power for that, but Anawin, directly to the south, most definitely can. On the plans, I now have a basic knowledge of how these moon crystals work, enough to shut them down. They're keyed so that they can be turned off. You must go to Anawin, retrieve the controlling orb from one of the Night Elves, and then use it on the moon crystal to stop them from enacting their plan. Hurry, traveler.
Death to all who oppose us.
The eternal sun guides us.
Kendra sent you. I might have a task for you, traveler.
We will have justice.
Darkhan Drathir is believed to have returned from the dead to rule over the armies of the Scourge in the Ghostlands. Darkhan aligned himself with the Scourge long ago, yet he was once a living, breathing elf. Much of his time was spent inside Dawnstar Spire, northeast of here. He hid there for many nights, scheming against his own. Search the tower for more information, adventurer. Perhaps he had a journal or kept notes. One never knows where useful information might present itself.
Shurelaran. Our enemies will fall.
Tell me, adventurer, what did you find out?
Remember the Sunwell.
This information is very valuable, adventurer. We all knew about Darkhand's plans too. The power of the Sunwell for the Scourge, but much of the information here is completely new to us. Magister Kendris at the Sanctum of the Sun will want to look at this.
Be ready for anything.
The Magisters at the Sanctum of the Sun have made great progress in analyzing the Scourge's weaknesses with the aid of the Forsaken. Magister Kendris will know what to do with this information. You'll find the Sanctum of the Sun southwest of here. You must hurry, adventurer. Darkhan is a cunning enemy and watches our every move.
The reckoning is at hand.
I can't carry any more of those.
Baladash, Malanore.
You wish to speak to me?
We will have justice.
This book. It can't be. It's Darkhan's very own handwriting. There must be information here that will reveal a weakness in our opponent. You've done well in coming to us, adventurer. The Fast Riders have shown great wisdom in leaving this matter in our hands. This armor should help you further our cause.
Remember the Sunwell.
According to this journal, Darkhan promised the Scourge two powerful elven artifacts, the Stone of Light and the Stone of Flame. These were imbued with the magical energies of the Sunwell and attuned to have warding powers against the Scourge. The crystals were to be transported to where the Howling Ziggurat and the Bleeding Ziggurat now stand, in the middle of the Dead Scar. If they're still held there, we need to recover them. Their power will be greatly useful in our struggle against the enemy.
We will have justice. Victory lies ahead.
That's a relief, Traveler. I can assure you that if you hadn't activated those scrying orbs, we would be in a more tenuous position than the one we're already in. To think, surrounded by enemies, and one of them able to spy upon our every move. But now we don't need to worry about that thanks to you. Here, take this. I want you to be rewarded for your efforts, and I just happen to have a few things here that I no longer have any use for. Thank you again, adventurer.
The reckoning is at hand.
I don't have a target. I need a target.
Anaria Shola.
Have you recovered the crystals yet?
Death to all who oppose us!
The rumors were true. The Stone of Light and the Stone of Flame do exist. We shall use their power to weapons against Darkhan. Use them when the time, right, and the energies of the Sunwell. Within these objects, we'll vanquish him with the very power to steal from us.
Salama Ashalanore!
Everything we've done in the Ghostlands has been done with the goal of taking back what is rightfully ours. The Scourge have maintained their chokehold on the region for far too long. The time has come for payback, adventurer, thanks to your help and the help of our new allies. The Forsaken vengeance will soon be ours. He who sought to steal the power of the Sunwell must die. Go to Deathhome, the Scourge stronghold south of the Dead Scar. Bring me Darkhan's head and your deeds will go down in history.
Remember the Sunwell.
Glory to the Sin'dorei.
Ah, yes. One of my finest creations. This draft will break most forms of alchemically induced stupor. Side effects include confusion, nausea, and, in rare cases, temporary blindness. All much preferable to whatever the Scourge plans to do to those prisoners in Deathhome. If you ask me, best of luck, brave traveler. You are going to need it.
Stay the course.
Enubilore Delana. Keep your wits about you.
If you seek to aid our cause, there is no better place to start than here and no better time to do it than now. By rebuilding the Sanctum of the Sun, we've raised a banner of defiance in front of our enemy's seat of power, Deathhome. Go forth and fight the hordes of undead that inhabit the vile Scourge fortress.
We will have justice. Shorel-Oran.
The odious traitor, Darkhan, has risen to great power among the ranks of the Scourge. His lieutenants command vast armies of undead against our dwindling numbers. Mazafate the Black, Jurian the Deceiver, Borgoth the Bloodletter, Mirdarin the Fallen. Learn these names well, for in the Ghostlands, these Scourge leaders are second only to Darkhan himself. Slay them, and their mindless armies will be thrown into disarray.
The reckoning is at hand.
target something first.
We will persevere.
Is it done then? Has Darkhan been destroyed?
Farewell.
Today you've dealt a deadly blow to the Scourge's grasp in the region. With the vile traitor gone, it shall not be long before we've reclaimed our lands and our greatness is restored once again.
We will have justice.
This is the beginning of a new chapter in the history of our race, adventurer. Our lands will be reclaimed, and we shall cement our bond with Sylvanas and her allies. Take the traitor's head to Regent Lord Lorthema Theron in Silvermoon City. He'll be eager to hear the news.
Remember the sun well.
A new Belore Delanar.
Excellent job, adventurer. Without your help, those prisoners would have lost their minds and souls to the Scourge.
Salama Ashalanore.
Remember the Sunwell.
The Scourge has felt our wrath, adventurer. It won't be long before their cursed citadel lies in ruins. With their numbers
We will
weakened,
have
it is time
justice.
to launch an attack on more strategic targets. Darkhan's armies will soon fall. The Scourge shall not stand a chance against the combined might of the Sindorai and the Forsaken.
Keep your wits about you.
I proudly serve as Regent Lord.
You seek audience with me, traveler? I do not recall hearing of an appointment.
Aldiel Shalam.
Now that's one face I was not expecting to see so soon. This is quite the good news, adventurer, in more ways than you can imagine.
What I do for
There
Quel'Thes.
were doubts about our capabilities among our potential new allies. Of what use could we be to them when perceived as unable to deal with our problems at home? This changes everything. No longer will our power be questioned. We'll be able to join the Horde as equals. Take this letter to Sylvanas, ruler of the Forsaken. She's already on our side, but the news of Darkhan's death will be music to her ears. Prepare her for a long trip, adventurer. If all goes well, she will send you to Orgrimmar.
We find strength in the Horde.
Anaria Shola. The reckoning is at hand.
A messenger just asked me to pass along an invitation. It is from the priest-trainer, Martin Goodchild, at the barracks in Orgrimmar. He asks that you meet with him at your soonest convenience. The barracks can be found within the Valley of Honor.
Farewell.
A messenger just
Shorelaran.
asked me to pass along an invitation. It is from the priest-trainer, Martin Goodchild, at the barracks in Orgrimmar. He asks that you meet with him at your soonest convenience. The barracks can be found within the Valley of Honor.
I have no time for games.
What are we if not slaves to this torment?
A visitor from Quel'Thalas. What news do you bring?
What joy is there in this curse?
It is done then. The foul traitor got what he deserved. You did this yourself? An impressive feat that proves that your race remains worthy, adventurer. I see that Lord Thamar has additional news that will greatly improve his relations with Thrall.
We are the Forsaken. We will slaughter anyone who stands in our way.
I fought tooth and nail for Silvermoon to be allowed a place beside Undercity and Orgrimmar at the negotiating table. This should silence any opposition. Take this letter to Thrall in Orgrimmar. As leader of the Horde, he will have the final say on accepting your race's pledge. I've added my own seal to the letter as a personal endorsement. Go northwest of the city and board the Zeppelin bound for Durotar at the tower.
What are we if not slaves to this torment?
And you are? What's that you have there? That necklace looks somehow familiar. Give it here.
What joy is there in this curse?
Sylvanas takes the necklace from your grasp, but...
It can't be. After all this time, I thought it was lost forever.
After a lingering moment, the lady seems to become aware once again of her surroundings, composing herself.
You thought this would amuse me? Do you think I longed for a time before I was the Queen of the Forsaken? Like you, it means nothing to me, and Sylvanas Windrunner is a long-dead memory.
She drops the amulet to the ground.
You may now remove yourself from my presence, traveler.
We are the Forsaken. We will slaughter anyone who stands in our way.
Shaman. Hero, we cannot allow this to pass unpunished, lest they next set their sights on Undercity. Go speak with Commander Bagran just inside the chasm.
The eternal sun guides us. Remember the Sunwell.
Speak quickly, and speak
You've come
the
to truth. see me, Questant. Speak and be quick. I've no time for the formalities of your race.
Do not grow old.
Thrall begins to read
If you
the
could
letter.
help it.
Sylvanas is a persistent one, so she sent one of Silvermoon's own champions. How does this change anything?
Without honor,
Your people suffered a great betrayal by the Alliance. You succeeded in fending off Darnassian attacks, as well as spies from Ironforge. Now you've defeated a powerful Scourge leader at the footsteps of your home. Your worthiness is no longer in question. It is now apparent that you need us, and we need you. Return to Lord Thamar. Tell him I received his message, loud and clear.
The war chief crushes the letter inside his palm.
Welcome to the Horde, Elf.
in battle, strategy.
The rebuilding continues.
Your work has helped advance our race's cause a tremendous deal. Not only does Thrall, we're capable of handling ourselves in the face of the enemy. He also believes he can. Our link with Outland is a means to. His people, not exactly the truth, but not a lie either. Brace yourself
We
for
are a
great
nation
changes,
on the
adventurer.
rise.
We are now officially part of the Horde.